don't do that. And the Lord will help us. I feel like that's just when you have God and you walk in line with his purposes, you thread on the path, you follow him steadily. I feel like it's going to help you pull through all of these things. See, all these rebellious acts and attitudes of being teenagers, it exists. And I just pray that the Lord helps all of us to get through life and live for him and make our lives worthy of him. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Or hi, if this is your first time here. My name is Praise and I create content that relates to faith, lifestyle, love, and good stuff from Kwara State, Nigeria. And I know that we have very new subscribers. I know, I legit know that. And I just want to say thank you. Whatever reason why you're subscribed to my channel, I hope that it makes you stay. I hope that it makes you watch me, keep watching me, and we can grow together, do life together, and enjoy together. And when I eventually find LOM male, why are you looking at me like that? So guys, if this is your first time here, this is my baby brother Favour, and you're pulling my hair. He's going to be on the channel today to talk about okay, so the topic we're going to be discussing is things you should never do in your teenage years. So me personally, I recently bowed out of teenage years. I recently bowed out of teenage years, and I've been there before, and I am passionate about teenagers, children, and I just really wish that some people don't make the same mistakes people ahead of them have made. And that's why I'm actually so passionate about talking about teenagers and the things you should not even do, the things you should not get involved in, because someone has been there before. Learn from other people's mistakes. You don't have to make the same mistakes they made. All right, so that's why I'm here to talk about the things you should never get involved in as a teenager. Favour, on the other hand, is going to be addressing ways in which parents can, maybe help, or guidance, or whoever you live with could help, curb these things. All right. I'm going to dive right into the video without further ado. So the first point I'm going to like to make is never lie to your parents or your guardian or whoever you live with. All right. And this is why I'm saying never lie to your parents. I feel like the moment you tell one lie, you tell another lie to cover up that lie, and it keeps going that way, and there's one Yoruba adage that says you're conking hey. something like, I feel like that Yoruba adage is saying that you cannot keep a lie for 20 years or something like that. I don't know, I've forgotten, but it's just trying to say that you can't. One day you'll get exposed. One day they'll catch you red-handed. And I feel like aside parents, let's even put parents aside, you are a child of God. If you're a child of God, then you know that lying is going against God's standards and principles. You already know that you shouldn't tell a lie. You shouldn't lie. And lying is a sin one. If you're lying to your parent again, you're dishonoring them, and it's totally against the principles of God. And as a child of God, you shouldn't do that. So Favour, on the other hand, is going to talk about ways in which parents can help to assist, sort of, I think that's the word, help assist children, teenagers, in making sure that they don't even have to lie to them. Yeah, because I know that sometimes parents also they have hand in all of these things. So Favour, over to you.
First of all, some parents, they've planted the spirit of fear into the heart of their kids. So in this instance, they don't have the kids don't have the mind to express themselves freely to their parents.
Okay.
So all they have to do is just to form story.
Okay, so I think it also boils down to the fact that some parents don't even put themselves in positions where their kids can come to meet them, to interact with them, and tell them the truth, or maybe just talk to them, have conversations, genuine conversations. I feel like is when you don't have the courage to do things, that you start thinking that, oh, I can go this other way. Oh, I should, do this. And, that's where lies start and all of those things. So I think, yeah, that's a good point. Thank you. Point 2 that I would like to make, and this, okay, let me say it. Number 2 point is never get into a romantic relationship. So, see, let me say one thing. And this is based on God's standards, not on man's standard, or not on the societal, picture about this thing. What I'm saying is God's standard. It's based on God's standards. You, as a teenager, you do not have anything you are doing in a relationship. Kilo mumbe, what are you picking there? As in, I want to know, what are you doing? What are you sharing? What? I feel like as a teenager, you're young and naive. See, I'm even going to be specific. So I'm talking to ladies, a young girl, a teenage girl. I don't know what you want to pick in a relationship, in a romantic relationship, an intimate relationship with your other teenager, or some of you will even go to the extent of dating of dating people that are way older, like 6-7 years older than you are. And this is not even the point. What I'm just saying is, based on God's standards, you do not have anything. Intimate and romantic relationships are meant for older adults, are meant for adults that mature minds, that they know what they are doing. They know that this is purpose, this is future, this is destiny. I'm not just, oh, I want to learn this thing. Oh, maybe should be they said that way. Okay. You do not need it. You do not need it. So what do you have to say about how parents can assist?
The teenagers' minds should be opened to what is going on. Like, they should not be left in the dark, in the essence that parents should educate them on what they will come across. And this thing is mostly applicable to the females. Parents should educate them about what they will come across in the society.
So I think I kind of agree to your point, because I feel like the reason some teenage girls, one of the reasons, not even majorly the reason, but one of the reasons why some teenage girls would say, oh, you know what, I want to have a boyfriend, is because they feel like, oh, I can learn something with this person, or this person can teach me something, or oh, my teenage friend, my friend said that, oh, that she's in a relationship, and this guy used to do this, this guy used to do that, and all of those things.
Peer
influence, yeah. And she's like, oh, you know what, let me also get into a relationship. And at the end of the day, you're not picking anything from it. At the end of the day, you're not gaining anything spiritually, physically, emotionally. At the end of the day, to even back both and end in tears. I'm not saying that with some relationships from maybe teenagers don't end in, that's not the picture, that's not the context we are trying to address here. What I'm saying is that a teenage girl, a purposeful teenage girl, you do not have to get into a relationship to discover yourself, to find yourself. All right, the next point I'm going to try to address is never make friends that are against your principles and standards. And this, I feel like, as a person, you should have the things that you'd say that, no, I cannot do this, I cannot do that, I don't have to do this, oh, I don't do this, oh, I don't do that. And if you're that kind of person, you would not want to make friends that are totally against your values. Your friendship, your relationship with people would revolve around the things you believe in. If you believe in God, you'd make friends that also believe in God. You would not make friends that are totally against who God is, what He stands for, and all of those things. Yeah. So I feel like this is one thing you should never do. You should never, make a mistake of doing as a teenager. Never get yourself involved in a relationship with somebody that is against your standards and principles of a person, of a child of God. And how do you think parents can assist and make sure that this doesn't happen to their teenage child?
Parents should encourage, like, they should put more effort in watching the places where they end up putting their kids. They should watch the environment where they put their kids, what happens in the environment, what people in the environment turn to be later.
Okay.
Like for example,
Sorry.
some certain people don't watch the area at which they live, their resident area. They don't watch it before they live in that area. And what like what and again, I've noticed this thing in people. Some people are always close to, like, they get influenced easily from the
Community where they live, where they are
where they live.
resident.
So, and there are some parents that are always busy. They won't come home early, and they will go out early. So in this case, when they are back from school as a teenager, you'll be back from school around 4, and
Left
you are
in the
told.
care, left in the care of your own self. Like you
So,
care for your own self. Your parents are not there, and all of those things.
like, so you'll be forced at times to go out. And as for people that make friends easily, so in that case, that's when they don't watch people they keep as
As friends.
friends in the community, which later tells on their moral stability, their spiritual life, and so on.
Okay, thank you for that point, Favour. I really get that, and I also feel like as parents sometimes the places you put your kids for the longest period of time matters. Like that place, for example, school. I mean, your child would not go to school on Monday and not go on Tuesday to Friday. Your child keeps going until maybe graduation, and that child is stable enough to leave that particular school into another school, like a phase, a learning curve, and all of those things. So I feel like as parents, our parents really need to do, and I feel like our generation, God's grace, we're going to do much more better. This is not to say that our own parents are not trying. If it's to talk about our own parents, they've done so well in bringing us up. But this is to say that for our own generation, we really need to do better in how we are going to bring up our children, how we are going to bring up our teenagers. And for Favour now, Favour is still a teenager, and so whatever thing Favour is talking about, whatever point and whatever place is coming from the place of he understands what I am saying. And whatever thing I am saying, I'm also coming from the point that, oh, you know what, I have been there. So it's not that way I don't have an idea, not that way I have plenty, but you get the picture. I have idea about it, and I know what is happening, what is up, what is stopping, and all of those things. Another point I would also like to make is that never use the internet and media to your disadvantage. This is a no-brainer, and I feel like it can never be overemphasized. Never use the internet and media to your disadvantage. As a teenager, see, I get it. Let me tell you something. The other day, one of my friends tweeted something about, she was just on a website, and then the next thing, a porn site, whatever, popped up. And she's like, wow. She was shocked. I mean, she was like, how did she get here? It's not like she went directly to that place, but it just popped up. And see, this is one of the things that we face, teenagers face, and even adults. I mean, I've heard sometimes that my father would say that he went on Facebook and the next thing he saw was porn and nude and all of those things. And I'm like, when did we get to this point? But I get that, technology and all of those things, So what I'm saying is there are so many things you would get on being on the media. There are so many things you would gain and learn being on the internet. You don't have to always be about the disadvantage. You don't have to be about, oh, you know what, this is what I'm going to be doing. When others are busy learning things, improving on skills, making money, and all of those things, please ignore Maya's backing, please. Ignore Maya's backing. She's tried anyway. But then what I'm saying is never use the internet to your disadvantage. Learn things from there, improve on your skills, and get more ideas, more knowledge about life, and not necessarily clicking on that site that pops up when you're doing something very good. I get it. I get that happens sometimes, but try as much as possible to resist the urge to click on that site and pray, and just ask God to help in all of these things. You need wisdom and ability from God to help you live life, to help you move, as you go, as you journey life, you need the help and the wisdom of the Holy Spirit. So yeah, Favour, how do you think parents can, curb this or assist teenagers in making sure that internet, they just help them?
This mobile gadget of a thing cannot be resisted. So it's already let's just put it like it's kind of, let's say it's oxygen now.
We cannot do.
We can't do without it.
We can't do without
It
it.
makes communication easy. It makes networking, the world, it revolves around it.
Sorry, this is one of the advantages. This is one of the advantages of being on the internet. I mean, it makes networking easy, communication easy, and all that. See, this is one of the things you could gain from using the internet and media, and not necessarily focusing on the disadvantages. Yeah. So please continue. Sorry.
So, in that aspect, parents, we shall know, they should have this at the back of their minds, that phone cannot be seized, or you can't say that you won't buy phone for your teenage child. So what you should do is just that, make them aware, like inform them of what they will come across when they start using the gadget. Make them aware, like orientate them on what will happen, the side effects, how it will affect them. Like, most people who get addicted to it are not always morally upright. They get most times they don't get stable. Without the phone with them, they are lost in the head.
I've been there, so I know what it's talking about. If you haven't seen how you can get over your obsession with phone, I'll put a link up here. You should see, because that thing is a thing. Hey, okay, sorry, continue.
So the best thing is just to be orientated, be informed, enlightened on the disadvantages of this situation.
Thank you so much for that point. And I feel like most parents don't. I don't know how others do it, but I feel like most parents don't, educate their kids enough, their teenage kids enough. They feel like we've gotten him or her the phone, and you can just go ahead. And there are so many other things to just having a mobile phone. Mobile phone, data connection, internet connection. It goes a long way. It goes a super, super long way. And see, last, the Lord will help all of us, like all of us, even we are away from teenagehood and moving into this adulthood, and the Lord would help our generation to actually be focused on being fireful for Christ, and not all of these things. It could make sense. All right. With this, we've come to the end
I'm not
of.
Done.
Yeah.
Where did I even stop saying?
Sorry, I didn't know. Sorry.
So we should be enlightened.
Favour has taken over the channel, but it's fine. It's good.
On how, like she said, those images do pop up. Those sites do pop up, and if they are not close to like what you are doing, like most times, what you are doing on, like I had an assignment one time like this on human reproductive system. If it's not kind of close to it, it won't pop up.
Oh.
You are doing something of like scriptures in the Bible concerning some things, and you are browsing, and you expect such to pop up.
Okay.
So is when what you are doing is in line. So you to watch what you are going to do on sites. Watch it. When you're able to watch it and control what you are doing, you get less pop-ups from those
sites, from those ads. Oh wow! Why did you see that coming?
And what again? Like there are some, okay, they should be informed. So when they're already informed that something like this will happen, you have to prepare your mind. You already know that something will come up, and at that particular time, you won't be so curious about
knowing what is there. Curiosity
is when you don't have an idea about what is there. You now feel like, okay,
let me check. And our generation, I feel like we are so adventurous. Like we want to know. We sure want to know everything that is happening. Wow.
So
I
you
didn't
now-
see that
So
coming.
you not be like, what is this? Let me check it. And that's where the checking comes up and you end up watching it. So you just first of all have to be calm, listen to the to your counselors, to your
The
guardians.
parents.
Listen to them when they are, if that is they will orientate you, and if they are not orientating you, you look for people who are around your age range, who have gone through this teenage years, not people who have like people who are close to teenage years. They know how it happened, they know how it's going to end. They still have fresh memories of
I
their
want
teenage
to
years. So people like that are always good to associate with.
Good. In the multitude of counselors, purposes are established. It means that you cannot miss it when you are around people that can counsel you and tell you that this is right, this is wrong, don't do this. Oh, you're pulling my hair, don't do that. And the Lord will help us. I feel like that's just when you have God and you walk in line with His purposes, you thread on the path, you follow Him steadily. I feel like He's going to help you pull through all of these things. See, all these rebellious acts and attitudes of being teenagers, it exists. And I just pray that the Lord helps all of us to get through life and live for Him and make our lives worthy of emulation. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you stayed to the end, please do well to subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Share with your friends, share with your teenage friends, teenage siblings, and let us know what you think. Let's hear you. Let's continue this conversation in the comment section. And what do you have to say, Favour? Before he says anything, thank you so much for coming on the channel. We appreciate. We pray to see more of you. Do you have anything to say?
Like, to our subscribers, thank you so much. We're grateful.
Come on. We are actually deeply grateful. Like, this is always like, so thank you so much, guys. Is that all?
Yes.
Yeah, you got to stand up. What is so?
Bye for now.
He said bye for now. Bye, guys. Mwah. See you all later. Yes, bye. Okay.